Hello, my name is Lisette. Um, and together with my partner Juan Carlos, we'll be talking about the development plan of the department of the Tolima. 2021 and 2022. Initially, I want to tell you that is a department. So, what is the development plan of department? So, it is the planning instrument that guides of the action of departments and district and municipal administrations during a period of government. So, what does the department develop plan propose? The municipal and the department. Yes, department of a diagnostic part in which a characterization of the territorial entity. Territorial entity is made and its potentials and shortcomings are reflected by the strategy of explain the main objectives and priorities of the administrations. So now I will tell you a little about the assigned department take into account that it was the beginning of the pandemic, because it is the plan in middles of the emergence and COVID-19. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't remember that they say that 19. Financial plan of the Department of Tolima by Decree 324 of March 25. So, 2020 create mitigation of the emergency and fund of Tolima. Now, according to the legals, flores granted in National Decree the 4 of the 2020 carried out the budgeting and financial actions in terms of resource consist with the economic, social, and ecology emergence in health that the crosses our department give the urgence of complete and taking the different sanitary measures safeguarding the health of communities. So, according to the World Bank, is the global crisis the COVID will plunge Latin America into a recession with the GDP contraction of the 4.6% in sales, fueled by the poor resource in previous years that pretends in 2019. I do not remember that to say this number. And the fall in oil price. So this is the important say the first cut that across domestic products this GDP of the Latin American and the Caribbean regions, excluding to Venezuela, we found the minus 4.6% this year. So it's estimated that the Colombian community will contract to minus 2% in the years to the unsanitary years by the COVID emergence. So in the plane of the Tolima, talking about many houses are living due to the lack the resource to keep with the installations and quarantines necessary to contain the experience. I don't know, that not says the percent, but according to the International Monetary Fund, the world economic will serve a decrease of 3% with the Latin American, so is so affected with about the 6.2%. Colombia currently hence will have a contract of GDP 2.4% in the annual. So where is the so talking about the story that emergence of a COVID in the municipal that Tolima. Talking about the fall in the growth rate of the economic of the 2.5% or 2% instead of the 3.7%, and expectations for 2020 carried over before the uncertainty generate by coronavirus pandemic. So talking about the that a government consider a loud collection in reverse for the years on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 billions. The Department of the Tolima collect and so the next cifras no me las sé en English, but is 916,470 millions and 1,079,560 sobre los años del 2016 y 2017. Periods with growth of the 3% and 18% respective for the next is this after no. Government consider a loud collection in reverse for the years on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 billions. The Department of the Tolima collect and so the next cifras no me las sé en English, but is 916,470 millions and 1,079,560 sobre los años del 2016 y 2017. Periods with growth of the 3% and 18% respective for the next is this after no. I don't know, remember that to say antes. After no es antes. So what is the say that the third collection, what is the order of the is 1,000,000 to 24. I don't know like the numbers in English. I'm sorry. $1,024,706 million and decrease of the 5% compared to the previous year. So in the what correspond to the 20, I don't remember, 2019 term with the call to December 31, the department received renewal of sales fueled by the. So this is the department of Tolima. So the year of the 2020. Thanks for watching. And now my partner Juan Carlos talking about the plan of complementary of the part, the plan de desarrollo of the Tolima. Thanks.
Hi everyone, my name is Juan Carlos Pinzon and I'm going to introduce the Department Development Plan of Department of Tolima, Colombia, for the period of 2022. Free higher education will be consolidated with an investment of 27 billion pesos. The public health network will be modernized with more than 90 billion pesos to provide a better service to the population of Tolima. Continue with the commitment of Ibagué and Tolima has a export destination will be an investment of 17 billion pesos. The premise of the government of Tolima for the period of 2023 is to invest 87% of the approved budget of the equity pillar, where the recourse will be focused on the project for the people. The executing entities for the aforementioned pillar are Secretary of Health, Education, Population Social Inclusion, in the Porters and Women. In this development plan proposal, 45 projects are contemplated, where 70,019 and 69 million pesos will be allocated. With this resource, they is to strengthen by 2002 the cardiovascular diagnostic unit, pulmonary unit, and cardiopulmonary unit and hemodynamic service. In another important item will be turned to the educational sector that guarantees free education at the University of Tolima, ATFEP, and Tolima Conservatory of Musical and the School Food Project. Likewise, the sport of Tolima will have the challenge of sharing our games overcome 2022. Finally, the Secretariat for Women seeks to strengthen the project of the House of Women and improvement in Tolima. Going into the matter with the other pillars, in the competitiveness pillars, there is a budget of 96,655 million pesos. For this case, the executed entities are Secretary of Agricultural Development and Food Production, Economic Development, Infrastructure and Habitat, Secretariat of Planning and ACT. Under this pillar, 23 projects are planned to be carried out. Among the most important are Productive Alliances, Anated Invest in Toliman APR, Road Improvement Studies and Designs, Urban Roads and Bridge, Equity Complex, Biohealth Parks and Connectivity. In the governance pillar, the sectional government have budgeted 38,577 million pesos. with the Secretaries of the Interior Administration, Planning, ACT, the Treasury, and the Administrative Department of Transit and Transport being executing entities. Under this pillar, 16 projects are scheduled to be carried out, among with the 25th Division year and Smuggling Program Department. Inventory to human rights and peace application, but the size stand out. The last sustainability pillar was valued at 16,846 million pesos, and the executing entities are Secretary of Environment and Risk Management, Planning and ACT Infrastructure and Habit. EDAT from this is the establishment to develop 13 projects. The most important are RAD Eje Cafetero, Central Regions, Solid Waste Disposal, aqueducts and sewer and payment for service environment protection, restoration of ecosystem and wetlands. In the development of the plenary, Department Treasury Secretary Maria del Carmen Muñoz highlighted the work of political control carried out by the members of the Duma and their contribution in the judicial study and the confidence they give the department government by approving these budget projects, which will allow us to continue to the different high impacts action stabilized in the 2020 and 2023 development plan. The Tolima for the benefits and the progress of the inhabitants of the region. In the constitution of the inactivity, the prioritization of projects in the annual investment plan was mainly taken into account. In turn, this was structured under guidelines of the budget classification catalog for the territorial entities. In general terms, the investment budgets for the next term is distributed as follows: 103,852 pesos. Unrestricted current incomes 85,909 billions. Income with the specific destination 618,953 general participation system, 41,839 assigned ranks, 41,543 resource for the nation, 50,000 public credit, total 9,298. Values calculated in millions of pesos. Project ordinance number 081 of October 8, 20 and 21, by which the general budgets of the Department of Tolima is approved for the fiscal period for 1 of January to 31 December of 2022. After completing its study as corresponding produced within the Duma, is based to the sanctions of the Governor of Tolima, Ricardo Orozco, to become an ordinance of the department.